Welcome to the channel. This is week 6, big week this week. We are running 13 miles and we have a sprints, tempo run, and workouts sprinkled in there. Check it out. Monday morning, we are in the gym, squatting 235 pounds, 5 sets of 3. Our second lift is bench press, 150 pounds, 3 sets of 10. That's followed by 3 sets of bodyweight pull-ups. And finally, dumbbell chest flies, 35 pounds, 3 sets of 15. All right, another sprint day. 400 meter repeats.
Previous interval, 1 minute, 46 seconds. Now, recovery. Previous interval, 1 minute, 48 seconds. Now, recovery. Previous interval, 1 minute, 59 seconds. Now, recovery. 1 minute, 59 seconds. Now, recovery.
All right, so I checked the times of my last 3 sprint workouts and I think I'm getting slower. I think I'm actually getting worse at running. So let's see here. All right, today our sprint pace was 7 minutes, 34 seconds. All right, 7:34, today's sprint pace. We're checking last week. Last week, our sprint pace was 7:31, so we were 3 seconds slower than last week. So I'm actually getting worse at running, which is great. Putting in all that work just to get worse. 2 weeks ago, our sprint pace was 7:21, so we are 13 seconds slower. So yeah, I'm actually getting worse at running the more I'm training. So if you also want to get bad at sprinting, do what I do. All right, it's Wednesday morning. We're back in the gym. Let's see what we got today. All right, today we got overhead press. We're doing 115 pounds, 5 sets of 3. We're gonna follow that with deadlifts. It looks like 180 pounds, 3 sets of 10. And then we have bent over rows, 45 pounds. Last thing will be lat raises, 25 pounds, 3 sets of 15. All right, workout is done. We ended up finishing the first 12 weeks of that program at the end of last week. So we did drop some weight today. I think I was pushing it with the overhead press last week, hitting 135. I think my max is 155, so it's pretty close to max. So with some of the deadlifts. I'm trying to find a good balance of running and lower body workouts. I'm trying not to lift too much or might like interfere with the running. That might be why I'm a little bit slower this week. So I may pull back on the lower body exercises. We'll see. Or maybe just YOLO. Good morning. It is time for a 6-mile tempo run. Gatsby says hi. Good boy. Wish me luck. Looks like it's cold and wet outside. So looking forward to that. That's right, Gatsby. Here we are, 6-mile tempo run. All right, 6 miles down. My watch died again at the very end. So I had another time. I need a new watch. All right, 6 miles down. I don't know why that run was so difficult, but it was. Struggling. Let's make some coffee. I don't know what happened, but I jumped down from a curve on mile 1 and I just like tweaked my back in the most painful way possible. I don't know if you can hear that, but my cat, he's hungry. Yeah, there he is. All right, let's feed him. Only the fanciest feast for Gatsby. And a little sprinkle of dry food because it's his favorite. All right, we knocked out 6 miles. Almost died on mile 1. Tweaked my back, jumping off a curb. I don't know what that was. Oh, the muscles are super sensitive. Overstretching my chest, my back tweaked on mile 1. Super painful. I don't know if maybe I'll skip tomorrow's workout. Might be pushing too hard. Not sure. Just getting old. My watch died, so thanks Apple. I think it's like a generation 4, but I think the cold weather makes the battery just drop dead. So down on my pace, I think we were, I think we did like 9:45 for the first 2 miles. So it was pretty quick, the first 2 miles, but then we really slowed down to like an 11-minute pace at like mile 4, 5, and 6. So I don't know. I don't know what it was overall, but I might start checking out some watches. If you guys know any good watch recommendations, leave them in the comments. I might look at the Garmin Forerunner watches. We'll see. I don't know what my budget is, but I think this thing's just dead. All right, we're doing bench and squats today. So my back still hurts from pulling it the other day, but we're still gonna get a workout and we're just gonna lighten the weight quite a bit. So light workout. Yo, check out this protein powder I found. Bone broth. Real bones. Let's try it out. You can taste the bone. Crunchy. Good morning. We're out here at Staunton State Park, going for a long run, 13 miles. Trail is 12.2 miles, but we're running 13. So we're gonna do a little extra. Elevation gain, 1,900 feet, 30 degrees, and Kelly's not wearing a jacket. Look, you're shaking.
It'll be for the first 10 minutes it'll be cold, and then I'll be fine.
Ridiculous.
It's gonna heat up like 20 degrees in the next 2 hours.
No, it's gonna be freezing the whole time.
Alex, it's gonna be 54 degrees in 2 hours.
All right, let's go. Alright, mile 6. Almost halfway there. All uphill. Had to fight off some marmots. Kelly killed one, their bare hands. Self-defense, okay? Self-defense before you call PETA.
No tummy. Alright, we just hit mile 8, past the halfway point, so we're turning back. Should be all downhill from here. Woo-hoo! Alright, just finished the trail. We did just under 13 miles, 12.6 miles. Beautiful day. Super pretty.
Did in 3 hours, 48 minutes. That includes all the stopping for pictures and stuff. It was a good run. Pretty hard.
Yeah.
Pretty hard. 2,000 feet elevation gain the whole way. But yeah, if you're ever in Colorado, definitely check it out. Staunton State Park. And thanks for watching. See you next week.